Hi guys, this is Josh here. Just a quick overview of the weight management nutrition consultation package. Some people might find it a bit difficult to understand what to do and how to fill everything out. So this is just a quick tutorial on how to navigate the welcome information document and the food diaries, for example. So as you can see on my screen is the welcome information document, and I've basically uploaded it onto a software called Adobe Acrobat Reader. Now this is a free software, and you can go to Google and download it, and there's also links on my website where you can go straight to the website where you can download it. Basically, you want to download this software, and then you want to upload the welcome information document onto that Adobe Acrobat Reader DC software. And then you'll get to a page like this. Okay, so we're going to go through page by page and just see what to do on each page. Okay, so obviously there's the intro page, and we can fill our details out. So if you ever see a bluish box like this, that means you can click on it and write into it. Okay, so you want to fill out all the details as best as you can. So name, date of birth, email address, and mobile or telephone number on the first page. Okay, so the next table of contents, so if you ever want to navigate to a specific page, you can just click on the number and it will just direct you straight there. And a quick introduction about what the consultation is and what you get for your money. The process, so quickly go over the process. So obviously you purchased and downloaded the welcome information document. So you've done step number 1. Okay, now you want to edit the document. So as we're going to do on this video, we're going to edit the document and send it to me. So all documents that you've completed go to docs@joshthorley.com. So if you just want to send this document once it's complete to that email address, and then I can mark it. Okay, so once you've finished the editing of this document, send it back to me and we can book in a consultation. This consultation will be 30 minutes long. And that can be performed over Skype, Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp chat, or in person, or any preference you really like that we can both access. Okay, once that consultation is complete, you'll then complete a 4-day food diary. That will either be over 2 weekdays. Well, it will be over 2 weekdays and 2 weekends. So that will either be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Just a bit of information about what you need to do to perform this 4-day food diary. Number 1, you need a scale, preferably a digital scale because it's nice and easy to use. And secondly, you need a mobile application such as MyFitnessPal. So you can have the free version or you can have the paid version, whatever matters, as long as you are able to track your food log throughout the day. Alternatively, if you don't have a phone, which you should in the 21st century, you can use a pen and paper to log your food intake. Obviously that's less inaccurate, well, it's more inaccurate, sorry. So you want to try and avoid that and get on to the application. Okay, so once you've done the food log, either on MyFitnessPal, you can screenshot that and send it over to me. Make sure everything's in the screenshot, so the time and date and whatever the food. Or you can complete the food log, which is attached onto this welcome information document. We will look at it later. And then you want to send this, if you do that, you want to send this document back to me, again, to the same email address. So just go over this in your own time and read up and have a look what you need to do. Okay, so chapter number 3, extra information. So this is just a bit of information you can fill out, you don't need to, but if I forget about asking you these questions in the consultation, this is only 30 minutes, then I can refer back to these answers you've given me. And they're really simple answers, and sometimes you might not even know the answer to them, specifically like fat-free mass. You really need specialist equipment to measure that, so if you don't know that, then you can just leave the field blank. Okay, so the first thing we have is anthropometrics, so what's your current height, weight, body fat percentage, so if you need to be measured via DEXA scan or body fat calipers, underwater weighing, a bod pod for example, then you can do that if you know that. More likely if you're an athlete you would know that as well, but if you don't, then don't worry, you can leave that there. If you want to make an estimate, just make sure you make it clear that it is an estimate, and then we can work from there. Again, fat-free mass, as I said earlier, you need specialist testing for that, but if you do know it, then it'll be really helpful. And age, so just make sure you add your age in there as well. Activity level, so what is your weekly activity level? You probably answered one of these before. So is it sedentary, where you do nothing? Lightly active, where you just do about 1 to 3 times per week. Moderately active, 3 to 5 times a week. Very active, very active around 5 to 7 times a week. And extra active is very hard exercise, or you can train twice per day. So just tick the box. So I'm very active, so I'll just tick this box here. And we go from there. Okay, so average step count. If you've got a watch that tells you your step count, just look at the data over 7 days and just get an average number from that. Or if you just know you walk about 10,000 steps a day, just put that in there as well. So mine's around 7,500, so I'll just edit into there. Okay, and then finally on chapter 3, we can add in any blood results we've recently had in the last 6 months. So if you're a female especially, you might have hormone checks like follicular stimulating hormone or luteinizing hormone, free testosterone, or you can have a micronutrient analysis. So if you've had any results from your iron levels, specifically for vegetarian, vegan, and the zinc levels as well, quite important in females. And you can add these into the box down here, and this just allows me to more specialize your nutritional weight management intervention, so we can make it more applicable to your current health status. Okay, finally coming on to the food diary. So if you just want to read through this, I won't read through it because we've run out of time, but it just describes what the food diary is and why we're doing it, and some ways on how to increase your accuracy of the food diary, because obviously we want your food diary to be as accurate as possible, so we can determine specifically what you eat and how it is affecting your health. And don't be shy in putting down certain foods. It's good to be as truthful as possible. So if you eat a chocolate bar, make sure you put a chocolate bar down. Don't try and pretend to be healthy because you're not, if you're not, basically. Okay, and then once you've done the food diary, you will need to return it to me. So there's either 2 ways to do this. So you can complete the below food diary, which we'll look at in a second. So you can complete it on this document, and then you can resend the document back to me at docs@joshthorley.com. Alternatively, you could screenshot your diary pages from the MyFitnessPal app for each respective day, so over the 4 days, and return these to the same email address. Make sure, however, the screenshot clearly states all the food you've consumed and don't leave out any detail. And make sure you know the date of the image. So, for example, if you screenshot Saturday, make sure Saturday is clear to me. Okay, so the food diary. So if you want to choose choice 1, where you can complete it on the document, you can complete it on here. So here's my example log. So this is what you just need to do. So make sure you put the food and drink in as specific as possible. Don't leave out any details if you can. So if you want to, put Hovis, for example, make the brand, that would be really helpful to me. The mood, so you don't have to do this, but if you want to write down your mood when you are about to consume food, so if I'm hungry or not hungry, for example, I can write it down. The quantity, so just write how many food or drink items you consume. Estimate calories, so if you want to calculate the calories of that particular food, you don't have to, but if you want to refer back to your MyFitnessPal app, that will calculate the estimate calories for you. And then other, so you can add in any other details. So down here below, I ate basmati rice for lunch. So I just wanted to write measured and cooked, because the way you prepare food is really helpful to me to understand how much and what specific macro nutritional intake you've just consumed. So you want to complete this using this one here below. So day 1, so you can have these fields here. So again, as I said earlier, if you see blue, then you can edit into there. So I don't know, I had some cereal for breakfast, and I can type into these boxes here. Okay, if you write too much, then you can overflow into the box below. Doesn't need to be completely tally, as long as I can, make some sense out of it. That'd be perfect for me. And yeah, so you want to fill it out for every day, leave no detail untouched, make sure everything's in there. And that is it, guys. So again, what you want to do once you've done this is save it as a PDF, send it over to docs@joshthorley, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, if you've got any questions, just send it to support@joshthorley.com and we can go from there. Okay, thank you guys.